You are welcome to the final Absa Bank Zonal Championship for the Volta-Oti zone. This is still the 2021 National Science and Maths Quiz. And for this final contest, we have Sonrise Senior High School, Keta Senior High Technical School, and Sogakope Senior High School. Let's welcome them. This contest will unveil the first ever NSMQ Zonal Champion for the Volta-Oti zone. So let's meet our contestants. From Sonrise Senior High School, we have
Tenuka Ridge, final year.
And
Kwarting Sebelesli, second year.
then we have Keta Senior High Technical School, being represented by
Francis Kalamini, final year.
and
Senyo Bright Gaju, final year.
then from Sogakope Senior High School, we have
Agbudeka Wanda Koblan, final year.
and
Wana Kwame Joel, final year.
the Absa Bank Zonal Championship is proudly sponsored by Absa Bank with support from Joy News and produced by Prime Time. I look forward to the most exciting contest so far. My name is Mrs. Gladys Odeshinga. I'm your quiz mistress. We have 4 rounds of competition. In all rounds, you are going to answer questions from physics, chemistry, biology, and mathematics. You have 30 seconds for questions that involve calculations, 10 seconds for those that do not involve calculations. You have just 1 attempt at answering at any time. If I should ask you to repeat your answer for any reason, kindly tell me exactly what you had said earlier. In the first round, each school will get a question. You answer correctly for a maximum of 3 points. When you are wrong, another school may answer correctly for a bonus point or lose a point when they are wrong. When you are ready to pick another school's question for a bonus point, you press the buzzer to alert me. I'll then give you the opportunity to answer. If they are done with their answer, I wish you the best. I'll be starting with Keta Senior High Technical School for this round. The half-life of iron 46 is 13.0 millisecond. So the half-life of iron 46 is 13.0 milliseconds. Find the decay constant of iron 46.
54.
Go ahead.
The decay constant is 3. The decay constant is 5.37 times 10 to the power 1 per second.
No, please. Sonrise rank for a bonus.
58.5 per second.
No, please. It is 53.3 per second. Sogakope, the half-life of sodium 27 is 301 milliseconds. Find the decay constant of sodium 27.
2.32 per second.
No, please. Keta,
2.31 per second.
no, please. It is 2.30 per second. The half-life of fluorine 24 is 384 milliseconds. Find the mean lifetime of fluorine 24. Yes, please.
We have 1.54 per second.
No, please. It is 554 milliseconds. Keta, given A equals 3I plus J and B equals I plus 3J, express A plus B in a bearing form.
In a bearing form, we have 0, 4, 5 degrees.
No, please. Yes, Sogakope.
We have 4 root 2, comma 045 degrees.
That is correct. Sogakope, given A equals 2I plus J and B equals I plus 2J, express A minus B as a bearing. Go ahead.
Madam, I have root 2, comma 135 degrees.
That is correct. Given the vectors A equals negative 5I plus 2J and B equals 2I plus J, express A plus B as a bearing.
3 root 2, comma 135 degrees.
That is correct. Keta, a sparingly soluble salt AB2, so AB subscript 2, has solubility product KSP 2.56 times 10 to the power negative 22 at 28 degrees Celsius. Calculate the solubility of the salt at 28 degrees Celsius.
4.00 times 10 to the power negative 8 mole per dm cube.
That is correct. Sogakope, MX is a slightly soluble salt. If its solubility product is 1.60 times 10 to the power negative 9 at 28 degrees Celsius, calculate the solubility of the salt in moles per decimeter cubed at 28 degrees Celsius. Go ahead.
Is 4.00 times 10 exponent negative 5 mole per dm cube.
That is correct. Sonrise, AX2, so AX subscript 2, is an insoluble inorganic salt. If its solubility product, KSP, at 28 degrees Celsius is 1.08 times 10 to the power negative 16, calculate the solubility of the salt. Yes?
3.00 times 10 to the power negative 6 mole per dm cubed.
No, please. It is 3.00 times 10 to the power negative 5 mole per dm cubed. Preamble to all schools. Mention one of the 5 methods of asexual reproduction. Keta.
Budding.
That is correct. Sogakope.
Binary fission. Binary fission.
I'll give you fission. Sonrise.
Sporulation.
That is correct. Keta. A heat engine absorbs 800 kilojoules of heat at a hot reservoir and rejects 600 kilojoules of heat at a cold reservoir. Find the thermal efficiency of the heat engine.
25%.
That is correct. Sogakope. A heat engine whose thermal efficiency is 30% absorbs 800 kilojoules of heat at a hot reservoir. Find the heat rejected by the engine at its cold reservoir.
560 kilojoules.
That is correct. Sonrise. A heat engine whose thermal efficiency is 25% ejects 150 kilojoules of heat at its cold reservoir. Find the useful work the engine does.
37.5 kilojoules.
No, please. It is 50 kilojoules. Preamble. Find the equation of the tangent to the given curve at the given point. Find the equation of the tangent to the given curve at the given point. Keta. Y equals x cubed minus 3x squared plus 2 at x equals 1.
Y is equal to negative 3x plus 3.
That is correct. Sogakope. Y equals 2x cubed minus 3x squared plus 2x at x equals 1.
Y is equal to 2x minus 1.
That is correct. Sonrise. Y equals x cubed plus 2x squared minus 3 at x equals negative 1.
Y is equal to negative x plus 3.
No, please. Sogakope.
Y is equal to negative x minus 3.
That is correct. Keta, give the systematic name of a 5-carbon chain. Give the systematic name of a 5-carbon chain with an OH on the second carbon and a double bond between the third and fourth carbons. For a bonus, it is 3-pentane-2-ol or pent-3-N-2-ol. Sogakope, give the systematic name of a benzene compound with OH and NO2 groups as substitutes and separated by one benzene carbon.
Benzene.
No, please. It is 3-nitrophenol. Sonrise. Give the systematic name of a 6-carbon straight chain with a carbonyl group on the fourth carbon and a double bond between the fifth and the sixth carbons from one end.
Hex 3, 2 in.
No, please. For a bonus. So it's 1-hexene 3-one or hex 1 in 3-one. Last set for this round. Preamble to all schools. Sensory receptors can be classified based on the stimuli they perceive. For example, thermoreceptors respond to changes in temperature. Mention the sensory receptors that respond to the following stimuli. Keta, they respond to the changes in intensity or wavelength of the light.
Photoreceptor.
That is correct. Sogakope, they respond to smell.
Olfactory receptor.
No, please. It is olfactoreceptors. Sonrise, they respond to hearing.
Audio receptors.
No, please. Phonoreceptors. And that's the end of the first round.
COVID-19 has changed the world, but despite the challenges, the spirit of Africanacity is still alive. It's in the tenacity of the men and women keeping us going. It's in the creativity you use to work, teach, and do it all. And it's in the ingenuity of all those who are making a difference. Thank you to everyone still getting things done. Your Africanacity inspires us.
So at the end of the first round, Sonrise Senior High School had 8 points. Keta Senior High School had 14 points. And Sogakope Senior High School had 20 points. Round 2. In this round, how fast you are counts. This is a speed race. So the questions are coming to all schools at the same time. When you are first to answer correctly, you earn 3 points. When you are wrong, you lose a point. Then a second school answers correctly for 2 points. When they are wrong, they lose a point. After which the third school may try to answer correctly for a point or lose a point when they are wrong. You have just one attempt at answering. So we start with the speed race. When you are ready, you press the bell. You may take turns in pressing the bell so that if one isn't successful, the other could come in to answer correctly. So we start with the speed race. All the best to you. Name the process by which water oozes out of the leaves of plants. Yes, Keta.
Guttation.
That is correct. Which part of the human hind brain regulates most biological cycles? Yes, Keta. So, Sonrise.
The pineal.
Sonrise, give me the answer.
The medulla oblongata.
That is correct. Companion cells are part of, yes, Keta.
Phloem tissue.
Phloem is fine. Mining of certain metals involves reduction. What does mining of gold involve? Yes, Sogakope.
Concentration of the ore.
No, please. Sonrise.
Electrolysis.
No, please. It's concentration of the metal. A discrete molecule of the formula AX3, that is AX subscript 3, could have one of two possible geometries or shapes. What are these two shapes? Keta.
Okay, the shapes are trigonal planar and trigonal pyramidal.
That is correct. Calculate the volume in dm cubed that 15.0 grams of argon gas could occupy at 273 Kelvin and pressure 100 kilopascal. Given that the molar volume of a gas at STP is 22.4 decimeters cubed, AR is 40.0. Keta.
8.40 dm cube.
That is correct. If sine inverse of x equals cos inverse of y, and x, y are positive, express y in terms of x. Sonrise.
Y is equal to 90 minus x.
No, please. Y equals the root of the expression 1 minus x squared. Find the set of values of k such that x squared minus 2kx plus k equals 0 has real roots. Keta.
Okay, so the value of x, so the value of k such that k is greater than 1.
No, please. Sonrise.
So we have the range to be -1 less than k less than 1.
No. Did Sogakope ring? Sogakope.
So k is such that k is less than -1, less than or equal to -1, or k is greater or equal to 1.
No, please. The set of k such that k is less or equal to 0 or k is greater or equal to 1. Find the remainder r when the polynomial f of x equals 2x cubed minus 4x squared plus 3x minus 5 is divided by x minus 2. Keta.
1.
That is correct. Give 2 of the elements of terrestrial magnetism. Declination, inclination, horizontal component. The magnetic flux linking a loop is varying at the rate -5 Webers per second. What is the EMF induced in the loop? Yes, Sogakope.
-5 volts.
No, please. Sonrise.
5 volts.
No, please. Did Keta ring? It is 15 volts. 3 concurrent forces of equal magnitude are in equilibrium. What is the angle between any 2 of the forces? Keta.
60 degrees.
No, please. Sogakope.
120 degrees.
That is correct. That's the end of the speed race.
Chat to us anytime, anywhere. Access our virtual assistant, the APSA bot, 24/7. That's Africanacity. That's APSA.
So at the end of the speed race, Sonrise Senior High School had 6 points. Sogakope Senior High School had 19 points. And Keta Senior High School had 26 points. We continue with our third round. In this round, I'm going to give each school a statement. You tell me whether your statement is true or false. When you are right, you earn 2 points. When you are wrong, you lose a point. You may decide not to answer at all, in which case another school answers correctly for the 2 points or loses a point when they are wrong. This time I'll start with Sogakope Senior High School. I wish you the best. You have 10 seconds for this round. So a preamble for this set. Consider a quadrilateral. Consider a quadrilateral. Sogakope. If the diagonals are perpendicular, then it is a kite.
True.
No, please. Sonrise. If the diagonals bisect each other, then it is a rhombus.
False.
That is correct. Keta. If the diagonals are congruent, then it is a square.
True.
No, please. Sogakope. At constant temperature, the product of the volume and pressure of a fixed quantity of an ideal gas is constant. Go ahead.
True.
That is correct. Sonrise. At constant pressure, the product of the volume and temperature of a fixed quantity of an ideal gas is constant.
False.
That is correct. Keta. At constant volume, the product of the pressure and temperature of a fixed quantity of an ideal gas is constant.
False.
That is correct. An element with the atomic number 33 belongs to group 5 or 15 of the periodic table.
It's false.
No, please. Sonrise. An element with the atomic number 20 belongs to group 2 of the periodic table.
True.
That is correct. Keta. An element with the atomic number 29 belongs to the second D transition series.
False.
That is correct. Sogakope. The next one is for you, but there's a preamble to all schools. Indicate whether the statements are true or false with regard to mitosis. Sogakope. The whole process occurs in one sequence or phase after one round of DNA replication.
It's true.
That is correct. Sonrise. Duplication of chromosomes takes place in late prophase.
False.
That is correct. Keta. The chromosome number is reduced to half in newly formed daughter cells.
False.
That is correct. Preamble to all schools. If the polynomial function y equals f of x has a 0 at the end, then the function Sogakope, y equals f of the expression x plus 1 has a 0 at x equals 1.
False.
That is correct. Sonrise. Y equals f of the expression x minus 2 has a 0 at x equals 2.
True.
That is correct. Keta. Y equals f of the expression 2x plus 1 has a 0 at x equals half.
False.
That is correct. Sogakope. The rate at which a body radiates heat is proportional to the temperature of the body.
False.
That is correct. Sonrise. The rate at which a body radiates heat depends on the nature of the surface of the body.
True.
That is correct. Keta. The rate at which a body radiates heat is proportional to the area of the body.
Yes, true.
True.
That is correct. Sogakope. The oxidation state of carbon in methanol is 0.
False.
No, please. Sonrise. The oxidation state of sulfur in SCl2 is -2.
False.
That is correct. Keta. The oxidation state of carbon in the CO3 minus ion is +4.
True.
That is correct. Last set. Sogakope. The principal components of the plasma membrane are lipids, proteins, and carbohydrates. Go ahead.
False.
No, please. Sonrise. The plasma membrane protects intracellular components from the extracellular environment.
True.
That is correct. Keta. The plasma membrane mediates cellular processes by regulating the materials that enter and exit the cell.
True.
That is correct, and that ends our round.
Unlock banking with biometrics. Now you can access the ABSA mobile banking app using your fingerprint or facial recognition. Download today. That's Africanacity. That's ABSA.
So at the end of the third round, Sonrise Senior High School had 22 points. Sogakope Senior High School had 23 points. Keta Senior High School had 39 points. So contestants, round 4, the final round of the final contest for the crowning of the first champion of the Volta-Oti zone. All the best to you. So in this round, as you already know, I'm going to give you clues to help you solve 4 riddles, just 4 of them. Each has a maximum of 5 points. So if you're able to solve the riddle on the first clue, you earn 5 points. On the second clue, you earn 4 points. From the third to the very last one, you earn 3 points. You may take chances to answer one after the other, but if you are unsuccessful, you just sit out of competition for that particular riddle. You may join in for the next one if there is any. If not, then we may have a champion. So I wish you the best. Riddle, riddle. I am a collection of some basic statements. Relevant conclusions are drawn and predictions are made from these statements. Yes, Sogakope.
The kinetic theory of gases.
That is correct. Second clue. Second clue, so they end 4 points. I am a long stem-like structure which makes up the lower part of the brain stem. Yes, Keta.
Peduncle.
No, please. I can be thought of as being in two parts, an upper open part or superior part and a lower closed part or inferior part. I am anterior and partially inferior to the cerebellum. I'm a cone-shaped neuronal mass responsible for autonomic, that's involuntary. Yes, Sogakope.
Midbrain.
No, please. Sonrise, all for you. So, for autonomic functions ranging from vomiting to sneezing, I connect the higher levels of the brain to the spinal cord and is responsible for several functions of the autonomous nervous system. Who am I, Sonrise?
What do you think?
No.
Listen,
Yes.
The medulla oblongata.
That is correct. I'm a specific point. I characterize a collection of particles. For a group of particles, I'm the point that moves as though all the mass were concentrated there. Yes, Sogakope?
Center of mass.
That is correct. I am a difference between two objects. I'm the difference between some given value and a fixed total value. For an acute angle, I am what will make it a right angle. Yes, Sogakope?
Complementary angle.
No, please. Keta?
Complement.
That is correct. That brought us to the end of the contest.
COVID-19 has changed the world, but despite the challenges, the spirit of Africanacity is still alive. It's in the tenacity of the men and women keeping us going. It's in the creativity you use to work, teach, and do it all. And it's in the ingenuity of all those who are making a difference. Thank you to everyone still getting things done. Your Africanacity inspires us.
So at the end of the final contest of the Volta-Oti Zonal Championships of the NSMQ 2021, these are the scores. Sonrise Senior High School ended the contest with 25 points. Sogakope Senior High School ended with 30 points. Sogakope Senior High School and Sonrise Senior High School, you have fought a good fight, but today was not your day. I wish you the best. Maybe next year, go and prepare and come back. But I wish you the best as you go to the national contest. Congratulations to you, Keta Senior High School. You have won the contest with 42 points. And for that, You are the first winners of the Volta-Oti Zonal Championship of the NSMQ. Congratulations to you. To our audience, I thank you for joining us for the Absa Bank Zonal Championship for the Volta-Oti Zone. The Absa Bank Zonal Championship is proudly sponsored by Absa Bank, with support from Joy News and produced by Prime Time. Thank you and see you in Accra.
Thank you.